Guys, we're gonna make some Kofta Kabobs today. There's so much more than just meat on a stick. Because in addition to the meat, there's a homemade spice blend that I'm gonna show you how to make. It's pungent, it's warming, and it is fantastic. It's gonna feel like we've transported ourselves to the Middle East, but we haven't even left the comfort of our own kitchen. Fire up the grill. Life can be a struggle, but a good meal doesn't have to be. We can make creative, nutritious, and inventive dishes that won't break the bank. Welcome to Struggle Meals. Now we're gonna make some kofta. That word literally means to grind, and this is ground meat, so it makes a lot of sense. We're gonna make a more warming Middle Eastern style spice blend, but we're gonna use the same single spices to do it. So here we go. We start off with some coriander, a lot of cumin in this one. We've got the cardamom again. Turmeric, just a bit. Just a touch of cinnamon, really small amount. And finally, the cloves. Here's our spice blend. What's amazing to me, though, is how we can get completely different profiles from just a few of these basic spices that we all have, or we all should have. Kofta blend. We have to start by grating an onion, which is literally my least favorite thing in the entire world, but I went on the internet and bought protection. Not that kind, eye protection. And I immediately realized that this is probably not gonna be so effective because there's all these areas that the onion can get in. I gotta be going at least 80 miles an hour to make this work. I'm not looking. I don't wanna know. So far, I'm not crying. Oh, yes, here we go. Cold press onion juice. Look at all that. I don't want that. Okay, all right, here comes our onion. So we're making kofta. It's like a meatball on a stick. And meatballs, it's not just meat. There's other ingredients in there, like onion. And like, how about the spices that we made? Let's get some of that in there. Kofta spice blend. Let's grate some garlic. We're gonna be using some ground lamb in our kofta kebab. It's delicious, but we're gonna stretch out that flavor with some beef. It's gonna add a little extra fat. It's gonna bring the price down. I'm gonna go with the Struggle Whisk 7500 just for the initial mix here. We're gonna throw some parsley in there. There's no reason to throw out the stems of the parsley. It's added flavor. Why would you throw that away? Hitting it with some salt. That's looking pretty good. Let's get some oil in a pan. So I'm thinking we sort of get this into a nice round thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, when you're making a meatball, you want to apply the force of your hand without applying too much force that the whole thing crumbles. And when you're making a meat stick, it's kind of the same thing here. Trying to get the same circumference the whole way around, and I'm not gonna futz with it beyond that. I'm gonna get this into the pan. Here we go. Let's make another one. All right, while that's searing, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Look at that. It's time to make a nice chunky salad. Fucking more onion. Onion's going into the bowl. A little red wine vinegar in here with the onion. This is gonna take that sharp, raw onion taste out while keeping the onion raw. I'm gonna get some wedges of tomato. We have this cucumber. I think we should cut it in half the long way. Let's get our tomatoes in here with the onions. Putting in some cucumber. Let's hit this with a little bit of fresh chive because I'm growing it. It's a free ingredient and it will rejuvenate what I take from it. It's a good thing I'm wearing these glasses. Chives are in the onion family. Get this into our salad. We're adding some salt, and we're gonna add some olive oil. Now, when we mix this, the olive oil and the vinegar will come together. So many chunky pieces, man. These are done. Perfectly browned on all sides. The meat is the exact thickness that when the outside is seared beautifully, the inside is cooked to a lovely medium doneness. Let's make a plate. Go like this. Bring in a delicious piece of kofta. And let's get some chunky salad. I think it's time I take these off. I'm gonna try it. Here we go. Oh, that is salty and delicious. Oh, I really like this a lot. All right, a little bit of onion. Yeah, this is awesome. This is really good. This dish comes in at $2.41, and man, oh man, is the flavor mind-blowing. We saved a lot of money by making our own spice blend from single-source spices, but that's also why this tastes so good. It's so much more robust in flavor when we make our own blends, because I know all the spices I use are fresh, because I labeled them and I made the blend myself.